Somebody couldn't wait to get on the air. Oh, you're vocal today, aren't you? What's wrong? Hmm? You gonna be annoying? Yeah. Okay. Bye. Hello, everyone. How you all doing? Happy Thursday. What do we got today? Ooh, Void Chart. Ooh, I got Haikatoon tomorrow. That's great. Haikatoon tomorrow is during a champion chase, so that will be good. Anything exciting here? No. No, and of course no. So that's fine. Hello, Dr. Matt. Nam, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Folks, do check out Nam as well. He is a wonderful dude, streams on Twitch. Go check him out. Somebody wants to shout him out, I would appreciate it. I do need to make sure I can see my Twitch chat from there. There we go. So I do not have any music here at the moment. And that is just because my quote unquote royalty free music has come up with quote unquote copyright issues now several times, the past 2 times. Now it's not been copyright struck on YouTube, but it has been somebody's has a claim on it in Russia and therefore is not available in Russia. And it's always Russia for some reason. And I think what's going on is I think that some of this royalty free music that I've been using has been remixed in Russian electronic music, and then they're copywriting it and then preventing me from getting the copyrights. And I think that's possibly intentional. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to fight with it today. So we are not going to do a lot with the music. However, that probably means that CatHerder is not going to be on YouTube, but we'll see. We are live on Lady YouTubes as well, so you can catch me out there as well. We'll see how that goes. Actually appreciate engaging with the YouTube crowd, but CatHerder needs the music. So we are definitely going to have music on CatHerder, and that means CatHerder is going to be Twitch only until I can figure out some of this music stuff. And I kind of looked for a couple of quick, different, royalty-free music things, and I just couldn't find anything right now, and I'm tired. So we're doing a late night Cram session here on the account because we have tomorrow is the Hell Hades 1 month reckoning, I guess. So I'm already in gold 5. I got in gold 5 actually like right before reset, so that was good. Of course, finding fights in gold 5 is difficult. I've got a shot at this one, so we'll give it a try. But Haikatoon is going to help me a ton. Probably going to go in for Tagore. Yep, that didn't work too well. Oh, well. Yeah, and it doesn't mean I can't shout you anyway, dude. So, hey, Auntie, how you doing? So, what are my factions for today? They are the Skinwalkers and the Sacred Order and Sylvan Watchers. That's right, this is a triple. So I did put a Sylvan Watcher rare in training, so that's good. So now I have 3 of them. Not too bad. So I did something today, and I didn't expect to go this far, but it's one of these things that I started doing it. And I went through Nightmare Campaign, and I started having finished all the way through Section 4, and I walked it all the way to Stage 11, and then walked it through Stage 12, and almost got through Stage 7 on the first try on Nightmare. It only took me 4 attempts, and I made a mistake because basically I could have chosen to heal, or I could have chosen to attack and put a decreased defense up on the boss. And I decided not to heal with Ugo. And if I had healed with Ugo, Ugo's putting decreased defense triggered peril, and then he wiped my Alice, and then it didn't work. But we have gotten the Sacred Shard from Nightmare. So that is all good. So with that, can I pull that stuff up? Because, yeah, it closed a bunch of that stuff on me, didn't it? Come on up. So if we go to... Where is my web stuff? There's my web browser. So if we bring up the web browser and we scroll down, so I am in the top 10 in development. I was the 8th person to get a ranked 6-star. I am actually 3/5 of the way to a 7th 6-star too. I just don't know who I want to do as that 7th 6-star at this point in time. It may end up being Haikatoon actually, because she's going to be super valuable for my account because I don't have another speed booster other than Tagore. And while Tagore is good for the PvE content, for PvE content, for PvP, I'm going to want Haikatoon, particularly because the build for Haikatoon is going to be very different than what I'm going to want on a Tagore for a speed booster. So my Great Harl, I'm still in the top 10. Faction Wars progress. I'm actually in the top 10 now, so that's good because I got a bunch of stuff done over the past 2 days. In fact, I think you guys were online when I did a bunch of the dwarfs, so that's cool. Actually, no, you may not have. You were not around for the dwarf stuff because I'll have to show you what I did with the dwarves because that's kind of nuts. There are going to be some spoilers for my video tomorrow. I have a shard pull video coming tomorrow for this account for the shards that I pulled. And if you look closely, you might spot what I pulled. Maybe you won't. Classic Arena, I'm now in Gold 5, so that's good. Still in Tag Bronze 2. I probably need to put a defense in soon to try to stay in Bronze 2. And if I don't stay in Bronze 2, it's fine. But I'd like to stay in Bronze 2. Fastest champion, I'm not on this chart. My fastest champion is like 224. But then again, my second fastest champion is 223. And then I've got another, it's about 200. So I've got a bunch of champions that are fairly fast, just not one of these guys. Campaign. Oh, somebody else did it finally, but I was the first person to finish Nightmare Campaign. So that's all good. I also did manage to get through... Ooh, people finished 120. That's cool. I did manage to get through the Magma Dragon, so I need to go do some Noon Tower stuff as well. And where the rest of the stuff is some dungeons. So we've been crawling some dungeons. I got myself up to Dragon Hard 24, Ice Golem 18, Fire Knight 20, actually. That's right. I'm doing Fire Knight 20. And it's a 100% full auto team. Hey, Dark Sword, how you doing? Spider, I'm the only one at stage 18 Spider, which is really weird. Stage 19 is Force, and it just kicks my butt, so I'm not surprised. But the fact that I'm able to do stage 18 is pretty impressive too. Minotaur, I'm not fighting over that because a bunch of people were just fighting for time at that point in time. There's no special rating for that one. But because we have the month-end review, where is it? Here it is. Month-end review has extra points for top in Dragon's Lair, Fire Knight, Spider's Den, Sand Devil's Necropolis, Shogun's Grove, and Iron Twins. So I'm currently in the top 5 in Dragons. I'm in the top 5 in Fire Knight. I am the top in Spider at the moment. I am in the top 5 in Ice Golem. I am in the top 5 in Sand Devil's Necropolis. I'm in the top 5 in Shogun, and I am in the top 10 in Iron Twins. I would not mind climbing a little higher. Actually, I'm number 1 in the event dungeon, too, because I can farm the event dungeon in a minute and a half on stage 18. So that is good. Shogun's Grove, apparently I'm the only person that's gotten to stage 15. That's impressive. Sand Devil, I'm farming stage 9. I cannot push past stage 10. Stage 10 is the bad affinity for me, so that's not a surprise. Iron Twins, I do need to try to push up at least one more floor just to secure a place in the top 10. So that is my goal for tonight. We are going to be pushing dungeons just a little bit. Yes, yes, words are hard. It's almost like I run a YouTube channel or something. Cool. So that's done. So first things first, let's just do an Iron Twins, and let's just see if I can do Iron Twin 7. Not a great affinity, but I've actually, everybody here other than Flannan is 60. Flannan might be my next 62, who knows. But I think like Croydon is probably going to start getting built because I think Croydon will be helpful for me for some tag. Obviously I'm going to need to build High Katoon, and High Katoon actually gets a lot of extra speed if I get her to 6-star. So she may be my next 60 as well. Even if I don't book her, I'd like to book her, but if I don't book her, that's fine. I do need one more book. I am one book short of finishing. Well, I'm one book short of finishing a couple champions. But decreased speed can be very important to get on the boss, which is why Flannan is really good for this Force one, particularly because he's also not bad affinity like all my other champions. So, other than, you know, Geo. So, how is everyone doing on this Thursday? How is everything doing? You guys excited for the Void 2x Voids tomorrow? I know I'm kind of excited to pull some Voids on my free to play. The royalty free music I was using apparently was not actually royalty free. Well, it was royalty free, but apparently it also got copyright claimed by people that are entirely unrelated. And like literally the copyright claims it's a song that it's not actually a song of, that doesn't sample either. And the only thing I can do is if I have the right documentation, I can try to claim it. But it's happened twice. And what's happened is it's not a copyright strike, but basically it's an automated copyright claim from some rights holder in Russia. Which is not the first time that's happened. And as I was saying, I don't know how much of it is it's actually somebody who holds the rights and there's something going on, or how much of it is it's somebody who has sampled something, or something is just kind of close that an algorithm has caught it and it's not really true. But basically, both of my last 2 live streams have been caught for that. Actually, let's go try one more time. We're going to try this one more time on stage 7. And where is the non-Flannan IT? Because I've got a bunch of IT teams. That's... So we'll see if this is the right one. If this is the right one, Tagore will not use his revive right away on the second option. So yeah, I'm not going to do it. How you doing, Roadblock, by the way? Joe check out Roadblock. He does some streaming on Twitch. He does streaming on YouTube. He is a cool dude. Like I said, I did not show that, by the way. I actually should probably pop that up with the web browser, because I do have that there. I may have put in a few points. Just a few. Hey, Raves, how you doing? Nope, no spoiling. You're fine. Oh, I need to bring Kale back. So... Okay, that was not working either. All right, that's fine. I could throw Spotify on somewhere, but the problem is Spotify has the same problem. Every time I've had music on YouTube on a stream, I have been flagged for a copyright violation of some kind for less than 30-second clip from the song that does not actually match the song that's playing in a region that is Russia related. So I'm just not doing music right now on YouTube. Hey, Machiavelli, how you doing? Um, Pull Great Champions? I already showed people I cleared Nightmare. And the only reason I did it is because I went looked and said, you know what, I should just see what kind of rewards I can get from it, and cleared it and started clearing it and basically said I will stop the first time I lose a match. And I went all the way through to 12-7 before I lost my first match. And then I lost my first match on 12-7 because I made a mistake. And then I took 3 more tries, and on the 4th one, I got it. That's what I was doing too. I leveled up Ugo while I was at it too. Ugo was like level 40 when I started and was almost level 60 when I was done. So yeah, it ended up working out fairly well from that end. That's stuff. That's good. But yeah, it was not easy, and my Alice hits pretty hard, so that's part of the reason I was able to do it. I mean, I really wish I had a better banner than this, but you know, it exists, so it's about nothing. Hey, Hoss, how you doing? So, all right, so we failed at the Iron Twin stuff, and that's fine. This is the worst Iron Twins matchup for me, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. All right, let's give Doom Tower a try and see how horribly this is going to go, because this is clearly going to go absolutely horribly, because I am 100% sure that that's what's going to happen. Is that what I want to do, or do I want you? That's fine. Yeah, generally focusing on the missions early on is good. That'll get you through a lot of content. And then the missions and the challenges are probably the best things to focus on early. So just kind of follow the missions and the challenges. Just make sure you look a little bit ahead, because, for example, sometimes you'll do something and then realize that there was a mission that called for it later on that might have been a better way for you to have done it. And, well, yeah, I don't want to say ever, but yeah, you want to save your 5 and 6 star glyphs. But if he's talking about starting the game off like brand new. You're not even getting 5 or 6 star glyphs until you're getting past stage 14 faction wars. So that is probably not a problem for him. Hey Ming, how you doing? Anyway, Dark Sword, we were talking about Spotify. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe heck, if you've got time tomorrow morning, maybe I can do a call with you and we can try to figure out how to get that set up on my thing. I would definitely appreciate that. All right, so I can't do attack with you yet. Can do a cleanse with you because that's important. All right, can you actually hit hard enough? Not quite. And you don't have the burns available, which is sucky. Yeah, look out. Yeah, watch out for people that watch out for the fusion champions for fusing Justiciar. Let's see here. Yeah, the big problem is actually Alice is a little slow, but that's fine. Hey, Nonsuch, how you doing? It's not a Spotify issue. The issue is that the non whatever music that I play is getting copyright notifications, and the fact that if I get a single copyright notification on YouTube, I lose all revenue for that stream. Period. So, and that's not to say that I do this only for the revenue, but it's kind of part of the reason I've been trying to start to do the YouTube stuff as well, is I've been trying to see how the YouTube comes in as far as revenue is concerned for streaming, to see if I want to bother focusing and fixing it. So, hey, Havoc, how you doing? And as a result, and because it's not a fake, well, it might be a fake copyright claim. The problem is, in order for me to fight it, I have to have real documentation that I have the rights to play the music I do, and it's royalty-free music, but it's royalty-free music based on me believing that the playlist I'm using is royalty-free. So technically I don't have documentation that say I can play it. So, and finding another playlist and just fighting with it, and and to be fair, I wasn't happy with the playlist that was on YouTube, because it was not the same music that that I used on Spotify. In fact, it was very much not the same music, and I was really kind of unhappy with it the more I listened to it. All right, good. You're not going to use your burns. Thank you. And you'll get that back. No, Machiavelli, depending on how long you've been playing, if you've only been playing for a few days, I would totally and absolutely restart if you did not get a code. And in specifically, let me go find that code, actually. I need to go find that one. There's a chance I'll have a code soon. So that's, if you're actually looking to restart and you want to support me, you can certainly, hold out your codes, hold out for a code that I'll publish hopefully in the next week. But if you want one right now, there's, I gotta go look that one up quickly. Where is he? Oh, good. He's still streaming. Get that. There it is. Oh, you've been playing since the Skeletor chase? Yeah, then I wouldn't restart. That's a lot of time. Otherwise, there's a code out there right now that gets you Corrado, Tagore, Ugo, and Rector Drath. It's an absolutely amazing new player code. So if anyone was going to start a new player account now, that's the code I would have them use. That may change. There's some stuff I'm working on that I can't really talk too much about right now, but I'm hoping to have some news on it probably next week. But I may have some cool stuff happening, so. All right, so do that A1. Get that cleanse out. Well, okay, I guess I'm going to A1 into you. Get that burn into you. Alice should wipe everybody. Get some healing. Well, depending on what you're talking, if it's a PC, you can actually use a lot of these links on PC. And if you just log out of the Plug and Play client and install it on PC and then run it from the executable you download, while you just need an email for that. And then that usually will actually let you start a new account with all the rewards on that account. And Tagor's dead. Okay. I did not think I was going to get past the Nether Spider. That doesn't surprise me. So the next question is, can I get past this floor? And I think I'm going to get rid of you and go with you. And that may sound like a weird way to say, oh, look at this way you can get around every. No, no, no. You're not getting around anything doing it that way. That's literally was Polarium's instructions to us for the Hell Hades free-to-play challenge. So. All right, let's see here. Oh, good. You're instant kill and whatever else. That's good. Because to be fair, if I can get through a couple floors on hard Doom Tower, that's extra points too. So we'll see. And this is actually going a lot better than it was last time, although I think some of that's just because I was using Kale instead of now Geomancer, and I think Geomancer is adding a little bit of... And my Alice is just really hitting hard, so that's good. Yeah, RSL Helper being still down is a little annoying. You know, the good news is since like almost every shard pull I ever done is on camera, it kind of helps me keep track of my mercy a little bit easier. Yeah, it may be time for me to finally put Kale into well, I guess I don't want to say entirely in retirement. Anyway, let's get you with the HP burn. Harvest Jack is annoying to attack because he gives you the he basically strips off your buffs when you attack him, which is really annoying. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I've got War Master on my Alice, um, not I've got Helm Smasher, not War Master on her, so I don't know if she didn't last I checked, but I certainly could try. Oh, maybe it is time for me to change. To be fair, that 5-star blessing is huge too, but I've got the blessing on the monkey, which is part of the problem too. The other option would be to take the monkey out, which I guess isn't the worst option, because Kale probably out damages the monkey. I know the Kale out damages the monkey pretty reliably. Although I can check, actually I can't check that, can I? So we'll see. Regardless, I want that block debuffs up there. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to try it and see. What I can probably do is run two brutal keys and just swap the two of the three of them out. Although to be fair, I ran two brutal keys today, and one of them did amazing. I'll get a heal in because I can. And nearly one keyed, and then the other one didn't. Yeah, I mean, I've got Frozen Banshee, but again, with Frozen Banshee, she's okay, but it's certainly stupid fears. All right, let's just do that. All the heal reduction. That's a good stun. That gets rid of the heal reduction. That'll bring Geo back from the dead. And hey, we've actually gotten through a hard floor. But I got Kale is still useful for some things. Like Kale is still an absolute beast in Ice Golem and Dragon. And I don't see him coming out of either of those two teams for a while, just because of all the poisons for Ice Golem, keep him safe in that fight. Plus, because he doesn't do as much damage, it's super helpful. And in Dragon, again, poisons. Although, to be fair, I'm talking Dragon 24, which I think is Spirit. So it doesn't really matter. We'll see. I mean, hopefully I'll just pull somebody like absolutely amazing for Clan Boss this weekend. It is going to be 2x Voids. I believe there's going to be a increased chance of the Queen of Hearts as well, which would be kind of cool. She'd be fun in this account. Well, I'm not, I'm not eating absolutely every shard immediately either. I'm definitely waiting for the best events if I can. Okay, this, oh, good. I wouldn't say that because, like, I don't have a lot at the moment anymore. I've got some voids at least. But yeah, it's a lot of it is figuring out whether or not it's the right time to pull. I've lost my Tagore. That's a problem. All right, let's try this manually. Okay, that's a seasoned there. That'll hit everybody. That'll also hit everybody. Let's see if we can get an Abyss. No. Good. They're not picking on Tagore this time. That's good. Alice isn't doing all the damage. There's the shield. There's the heal. That gets rid of the decreased defense. That is some extra damage. We're hurting. That'll help. Alrighty. That'll get some heals out at least. At least it would have gotten some. That's a bit of an annoyance. He doesn't heal if he freezes immediately. Let's steal from Lysandra, because I don't need all that turn meter stuff. Okay, try this one more time. Save that heal. That's good. Get rid of one of you guys. To that damage. We're going to lock people out if we can. There we go. And we got 2 heals in. That is amazing. And then you can kill him and do some extra damage. You can try to kill her and do some extra damage. Awesome. For Fire Knight, you need multi-hits, and you're probably going to have to manual stuff to start with. So what you want to do for Fire Knight is, if you have Alice, Alice is actually really good for Fire Knight because she's got a triple hitter on the A1. You want other champions that are also multi-hitters on either the A1 or have things like ally attack or ways to increase their speed. Because you need to be able to hit through the shield and do some damage before he gets the shield back up. And if you're doing it with a combination of multi-hitters and increased speed, that'll do it. For me, Alice was my team early on, but I also had a Bowsmith Flannan, who's a rare that has an ally attack. If you've gotten Morag already, Morag will actually help you in Ice Golem because she's got an ally attack with multiple allies. Those can be huge. Okay, yeah, let's take out one of you if I can. Let's lock everyone out for a turn. I will accept that trade. Who do I want to get rid of? You're still the most dangerous. Alrighty, now I can get some heals out. And that'll get everyone's speed up. Actually, not really worried about you because you... Yeah, in fact, let's ignore you because you don't actually do damage. I mean, you can do some damage, but the Bloodsoth dude is going to do more damage than the speed booster. Yeah, I can show you my Fire Knight team on this account. And be fair, I'm at Fire Knight 18 right now, but it takes a while. But the other things that can be helpful for Fire Knight is if you have an Armiger, who is an uncommon. Armiger has an A1 that removes 30% turn meter, and he's actually very good at keeping the Fire Knight from taking a turn to get that shield back up. So you want speed boosters, turn meter reducers, and champions with multiple hit A1s to help you against the boss. Yeah, that's not a bad option. I don't know if Skeletor is that great for it, but he's not bad, especially if you've got one that's fast for some reason too. Alrighty, so let's get the revive going. Get that decreased defense and weaken out there. Lock everybody out. Fine. Kill my Geo. Don't let me use my Geo. That move hits so hard. There's Monkey. Let's steal the increased speed and just do some AoE damage. But yeah, to be fair, Fire Knight is the reason that Apothecary is considered an absolute legend. Oh, 2 at A1 will help you. Yeah, exactly. Make sure everyone's in speed boots because you want everyone to actually be taking turns. And you really, yeah, because like you really want your slowest champion to still be about 260 to 280. The faster, the better. And speaking of faster, the better, I've got some amazing boots on my Ugo. Nice. That's the one thing I don't like about the monkey is he does occasionally do that. Instead of an actual kill, he just kind of knocks him down a little bit. All right, you guys get back up. Thank you. There we go. At this point, I can just full auto. Alrighty. And to be fair, the challenge for doing the monthly check-in doesn't count all that other stuff. The extra points for the monthly check-in are only dungeons. So that's just extra random points. I didn't do it for the points though. I did it because there were some interesting rewards in there. Fileja is actually pretty good. She's got, I think, a 2-hit A1 and turn meter control. Fileja is actually really good. Might be better than Anointed. Fileja is supposed to be really good for Fire Knight. I haven't built I need to build one for Fire Knight on this account at some point because I've got one. I just haven't had a chance to build it yet. Alrighty. Yeah, I actually have avoided doing a lot of the Nightmare campaign because I got to the, what was it, the 5 ancient shards. I got to the 5 ancient shards, and that's the only reason I went into Nightmare campaign at all, is there was the 2x ancient shards, and during the 5x ancients, I said, sure, why not? That sounds good. You're not helping your case, Alice. Get her. All right, so One floor at a time. Some of these floors are dangerous. These Queen Eva things are dangerous because Queen Eva is now dangerous. But if we can lock her out, which we're doing fairly well, let's pound on Manaya because she's got a heal. And she's a bad affinity to be picked on by this team. Nice. Yeah, I'm not. At this point in time, sacred shards are vessels for getting fusions on this account. They are not just pull for a 2x sacred. Although after this next fusion, it'll be the fusion after that will probably be the deciding factor of whether or not I go for a fusion at all in this account or not. That next fusion is really not. I heard something. That next fusion is really not exciting me at the moment. I'm definitely passing on the free to play account. I'm debating want to well, yeah, but it's one of those things that, like, until I have a source of sacreds, it's 500 points for a summon rush, and the summon rush are going to be the things that are going to be the hardest for this account to deal with. So we're going to have 4 weeks before we have a 2x, and we'll see what it is. Because if I've only got one of them, pulling a single sacred on a 2x is not that exciting. If I'm getting them regularly because I'm farming Nightmare Camp or Ultra Nightmare Campaign by then, or Clan Boss, I should say, by then that's awesome. Forgot how tanky Cantra is. We'll see. It's all about being agile and understanding what makes sense and not, not wasting resources really. So if I eat it now, that would be a waste. I saved my last couple of sacreds for the 2x sacreds. I did pull them all during the 2x sacreds because that made sense to me though. This next 2x sacred that's going to be in 2 weeks, that I'm not sure about. Ooh, interesting. I didn't even think about that. That means that this SMA fusion is going to be over a 2x sacred as well, unless they do something else weird. Which is one of the worst times to deal with it from a fusion perspective. So, maybe it was a good thing I skipped. I'm going to skip. So what do you all think of the fusion? Yeah, unless they change something up, which, to be fair, you never can count them out for doing. Yeah, I mean, usually I almost always like the companion champion better. That's just kind of how they do it, because the companion champion they want you to like better. Yeah, Mesame strikes me more as a interesting enough champion, not a champion that's like, yes, I need to have this champion because of what she's going to do for my account. It's more of a, oh, I've got Esme, so I can use her for this if I don't have anybody else to fill that role. And that's just, I still think I might be able to find uses for her on my main account, but not on a free to play account where I don't have a lot of the champions I need to beat around her to actually empower her to do anything good, let alone the ability to get Moto. Well, Dark Sword, you're bad and you should feel bad. I think it's that thing where they take two atoms and smash them together to create energy. Is that right? I don't know. Alrighty. Yeah, we will burn a Trunda. Oh, man, I was really hoping that was going to kill her. I shouldn't be surprised it didn't, but I was really hoping. And Tagor's down. We got a shot, maybe. Probably not. Okay. Where do you keep your nuclear vessels? Alrighty, so we're fine on event dungeon 18. How are we on 19? I'm just kind of curious, actually. Can we push 19? I mean, this is not looking good. We didn't kill anybody. Why is no one dead? Okay, now somebody's dead. That's good. Yeah, but if you read her passive, when people wake up from sleep, they heal a ton of hit points. That's why she does that. No, Haas, he's correct. She actually places sleep on an ally. She's the weird one where she places sleep on an ally, and when they wake up, they heal a ton. And if they wake up unnaturally, they get some bonuses too. I mean, Sanguinia is not bad. I mean, Colred was actually going nuts about her because he used her to great effect on the free to play. She's decent, but yeah, I would have absolutely, you know, held on to that at least. So I wouldn't have even yeeted it. All right, stage 19 down. Awesome. Can we do stage 20? Let's just take a look at these folks here. It's actually a decent ring. A little more HP. Actually, I'll give you a little more defense too. This ring. Will you move? Thank you. Okay, so that wasn't a quest. That's fine. Had a couple cool things drop recently too. So if I look at my crit rate, 6-star crit rate gloves, so that's nice. If I look at my Ugo, these are sexy. This is 6-star feral speed boots with accuracy double hit. So I will absolutely take those. Can I get a little more damage somewhere? Well, we'll try this. We'll try floor 20, see if it's working. I still think floor 18 is where I need to farm on this. It does help that I just keep on putting brimstone on the queen, so that's good. And Juliana is the nuke in that. At least she can't block revive. The boss blocks revive, so that's a different problem, but at least she doesn't. And now he's been blocked. Okay, we're out. I know what I've got my match. Hey, Jorge, how you doing? We are having some fun, just pushing. We're trying to push some dungeons before the free-to-play report for the Hell Hades stuff, which happens at 2 p.m. my time tomorrow, so it's almost 8 o'clock. So basically, I've got less than 24 hours to push up dungeons just a little bit further if I can. Now, I'm pretty sure I couldn't. Yeah. In Stogrun's Drove, I didn't even try stage 16 because I can do stage 15. That was easy. Um, Stage 10 did not go very well, so I'm still at stage 9. Fire Knight, I actually managed to do stage 20. Stage 21 is probably not going to work because stage 20 relies on Geomancer draining turn meter, and I'm very sure at stage 21 I will no longer be able to use Geo to drain that turn meter. So where is Geo? Let's get this to plus 12. I just hit speed. I had speed, didn't I? Yes, I did. That's great, and that's bad at the same time, because that means I'm now faster than you, and that's annoying. All right, so let's take a look. Let's just get some dailies done. Fighting Classic Arena. Let's do that. Boy, Solo Alva. Let's go. I do also like that Alice's default AI will actually if it's a single target, will go to her single target skill as opposed to her AoE skill by default, which I think is a wonderful AI addition to her. So that is very good. Let's see here. And to be fair, even if I don't have Awesome. Thank you very much for the super chat, dude. Much, much appreciated. Much, much love. Uh, but what was I saying? I was dang it. Lost my train of thought. Uh, um let's see here. Magnar, Doomscreech, Armiger, and Kurzed Deepheart. I think Magnar's a better bet. Because Magnar is, as an HP based damage dealer, Magnar can be very, very tanky in a lot of wave content, so he's a good option. Doomscreech is an interesting option as well. Doomscreech isn't bad, but you're going to get Haikatoon soon as well. If you're using Armiger a lot, then Armiger is a good option. And I don't think he was talking about buying Haas. I don't think he was talking about buying souls. Although to be fair, I've bought an epic because I bought an Ugo 1-star soul from the shop. But of course, we're so early; it's just kind of hard not to. We're talking about accounts that are less than 30 days old, dude. When you don't have a lot of this stuff in the first place, you get this stuff wherever you can, and that means buying it occasionally. Let's see. So, all right. So, Skinwalkers. Do I have anything interesting in Skinwalkers, or this is just the U show, isn't it? Yep. Oh, that's right. They fixed this. It now automatically includes Vault and Reserve Vault in the champion filter for your faction wars folks anymore. That's awesome. Wow, look at all these Sacred Order folks. That's right. I remember this now. I was actually going to invest in a couple of these champions in Faction Wars and get a bunch of this stuff 3-starred because it shouldn't be a problem now. I need to throw a little bit of gear on him. I think he's got a little bit of gear already. And then I just need to pick one of these 3 rares to go with. So awesome. It does this too. Good. This is a great quality of life improvement. So this is awesome. So my Armiger is right here. Obviously, I have not invested in this Armiger much, but here he is in his glory. You're an HP champion, so you're going to be tanky-ish. Who's got base HP? You've got some base HP. You don't. Do you have an AoE damage? You do some AoE. All right, so you're in the vault, you're going to the collection, and I think you're a single target. I don't care about you. I think I care about you, so I don't really care about you, but we're going to lock you for now. And throw some gear on you, just so you don't die. You know what? That's better than nothing. And if I lose that, I lose that. I don't mind losing that. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about what he's got the blessings for. I made sense. No, I understood it. It's fine. I mean, Haas does know the game, even if he's not playing at the moment. He played for a long time, so he's got some good thoughts on this stuff as well. Oh, by the way, Roadblock. These were the boots I got from campaign. Hey, life versus reality, how you doing? And no, I'm not going to give you guys more chances. You know, awesome, Jorge. Thank you for the support, you guys. You are awesome. I appreciate that. I'm sorry if I'm not reacting to the. I need to get these super chats going on my announcements. In fact, let's see if I can get that done quickly. Folks, give me just 1 second while I do some technical work because I am slacking. Alert box. YouTube super chats. Let's do that. Alrighty, so that's good. Do you are. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. And go. Go. Let's just test this out quickly. That worked. Pepper didn't actually read it. Why didn't you read it? There we go. Save settings. There we go. Now I can test this one more time.
Shut up and take my money.
This is a test super chat message.
There we go. I appreciate it. And no worries. I just want to get these things going too, because I mean, all this stuff is set up for Twitch. It is not set up for YouTube. So that is now that is good. So now can I go to back to dashboard, recent events? Live action. That's fine. Awesome. So hopefully that'll actually show up properly now. So that's good. But anyway, all right. So now we're back to building this dude. Those boots will probably work okay. I mean, these are actually kind of goodish boots. I almost don't want to throw them on them because they're too good. So in fact, we're not going to do that because you don't deserve boots that good. All right, so top row. Sure, that's fine because I happen to have it. Uh, that's fine. That's a nice shield, but you know it exists, so that's fine. And do I have a weapon in? Yeah, I'm sure I got a weapon here. There we go. There, he's got stats now. Yay, stats. All right, so you're in good shape. Your guys are chickens, and the rest of you are chickens. And then I should put some gear on you. Because, I mean, yes, I realize that he is not that great. But at the same time, Relic Keeper can do some okay damage. So from an early game standpoint, building him for a little while, at least for a 4-star or 5-star to get some stars, is not the worst thing I could do. Any of these have speed on them? This one does. All right, that's probably the best one. That'll go to plus 12. And it is artifact enhancement event things. So actually rolling some of these things up. In fact, this can go to 16 because this is going to. Come on. All right. Attack chest. This will work. That works even better. Speed boots. Okay. This makes sense for speed boots, even if they're not great speed boots. We can probably do that. Give me a little bit to just finish gearing some of these folks for faction wars because, you know, that's highly important. And then we can take a look. Talking about your alt, I assume, right? So, all right. All right, good. So we got some okay-ish speed. I want a little more crit rate, so we'll find at least one more piece that's got some crit rate on it. Ooh, okay, I've got an offensive piece that's got crit rate, so that's good. Sure, just poke me in Discord and we'll make sure that may do that. So, yay! And yeah, we are doing this on the YouTubes as well. So if you're on YouTube, do smash that like button. I appreciate it. Do I have an okay? It's just the way that thing works. Okay, like why is there an extra logo? But that's just the way the YouTube is showing it to me right now. I may just throw more of this stuff on actually. Oh, there we go. And any old shield will now do. With speed wouldn't suck. Alrighty. And I can throw a ring on you, so I might as well throw a ring on you. Alrighty, so with all of that said, I need to get a few more levels into these champions. So how do we do that? Well, actually, there's a couple ways to do that. First of all, you're a stage I haven't one-starred yet. So Yeah, that's fine. Why are my feed not grabbing that? That's annoying. Um,
What you doing?
Hey, Sergeant Snake. Thank you for joining the herd. Why are these not showing up? They're enabled. Interesting. Awesome. Thank you, Fasty. I'll fight with it later. I don't know why my super themes are not showing up on stream though. So I will figure it out. But I appreciate you, George. Or Jorge. I'm sorry, it's probably Jorge. So I appreciate the super chats though. You are awesome. Alrighty. And I'm actually going to not do that here so that we can. There's that AoE. Not that that was super helpful. Get him. Get him. Get him. And that's why I put some gear on Relic Keeper. He's not amazing, but when he does some damage, you can do things like that with him. All right, so that's a 3-star. So let's go to Brutal Campaign and go run recently used first. You and you. To be fair, you and you, because you're not, well, I need to get a couple levels in you. Yeah, I know it can be pronounced either way. I'll try to do Jorge because that's I guess probably more culturally correct. But hey, Fastidious, how you doing? Chat, go check out Fastidious as well. You usually are streaming on the YouTubes, but did you stream on Twitch today? I didn't see if you were on Twitch today or not. But somebody shout out Fastidious. He is an awesome dude. It's been fun getting him back into Raid. He is a Watchers of Realm content creator, but is getting back into Raid. And as I've mentioned, he's got a really, really cool link for it too. So right now, that's probably the best link in Raid. But go check his stuff out as well, and get some shout outs as well. In fact, let's Okay, you guys are just hanging out on YouTube. That's fine. You can still shout him out here because he will actually do stuff on Twitch every once in a while, maybe. So, go follow him on Twitch as well. In fact, I hear he lives somewhere in the mountains if you want to go follow him in person, but that's generally frowned upon, so I don't really recommend that. All right, so that can go away. I don't need to put gear levels into you anymore. So we're going to do this twice more, and then we'll have a but yeah, we are on the YouTubes as well, so you can certainly check me out there. I am again expanding this YouTube stuff, giving it a try. At some point in time, I'll get my music sorted out on the YouTubes, but in fact, we might get that sorted out tomorrow, and it may be no music on YouTube and music on Twitch, and that's just how it's going to be. But one more of these, and then we are good to go. Not that Relic Keeper is particularly great, but again, he does some damage. And you know what? A guy that you happen to have that does some damage, you might as well use him. Dark Sword says he knows how to, so I'm going to see if we can figure that out. And if I can't figure that out, I'm going to see if I can at least figure out some music that I feel I can safely do on YouTube. And so then I can put music up. Obviously, it's not going to be the same music I usually do on my normal streams, but that's fine. It is your time to shine, Dark Sword. Yeah, I love the dance. That's actually come from Twitch, by the way, too. The reason I do my little dance is entirely because I'm used to doing it to music on Twitch, which is alrighty. Let's lock you down. Let's try to kill Seer if I can. And that should be it for all you guys. Perfect. More faction stuff down. I'm curious if I can do it on the boss. Hey, no worries, Life versus Reality. Appreciate you swinging by. Chad, another person, he is on YouTube. Go check out Life and versus Reality. He's another one of the content creator folks. So give all these content folks some love. Yeah, your job is just to stay alive for the most part, I think. Alrighty, so that... There we go. 2 more Faction Wars stars. Was that a... Ooh, I had to defeat Faction Wars boss. That was actually good, so that was good to go back and get to. Ooh, we're going to get a legendary book. That's awesome because I finally started booking Alice, and we only need 2 more books, and she's done. And we get shards, and we get shards, and we get shards. All right, so Faction Wars, back to Sacred Order Faction Wars. All right, let's see if we can 3-star this. Hey, no worries, dude. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the super chats. You are awesome. Much love, my friend. That didn't do much. Death, destruction, chaos. We love it. I don't want to deal with you if I can avoid it, actually. All righty, so that kind of worked. Awesome. And we're healing, and you can't kill anybody either, so that's fine. So I'll just attack you anyway. You can knock that turn meter down, which is good. You can get decreased attack out, which may help. Oh, man, you killed him. All right, let's see. We can do it. And we get him. A 1 to death. You. Control you. Get all that lack of damage out there. Might as well just go nuts with you if I can. Turns out I cannot, which is fine. Alrighty. So, you going to survive? Yes, you are, because Alice is going to kill her. Perfect. That is what I needed to have happen. Now, hopefully this will kill and or lock out everybody other than you, but that's fine because you are not fast enough, and I've got some turn meter control on that, so we should just be able to A1 you until Alice gets a turn, and then Alice can get through that block damage because she will strip it and do that. Alrighty, so where are we? Ooh, we're almost at 150 energy. That's good. So what kind of gear does she not have? Oh, she doesn't have any gear rolled up. Wow. All right, so first of all, let's find some speed boots on you for you. And you're at least a tolerable champion, so we'll put, oh, let's see. First of all, we're going to remove and destroy these because they're not really worth anything. And then we're at least going to get some of the stuff to +8. And again, I wouldn't be rolling up a lot of this gear if it wasn't for the fact that we've got the artifact enhancement event stuff going. So I'm getting rewarded for rolling some of this stuff up. And honestly, you just never know what you get if you don't roll some of this gear up. I mean, this is not great, but you know what? It's now that it's +8, at least it's usable. It's got, I've got some okay stats on it now. And it's a horrible ring. There we go. Alrighty, so that gives her some okayish stats. You're kind of slow, but that's because you're just kind of slow. Oh, that's right. I actually have to choose a blessing for you, don't I? Heaven Cast is actually decent for him because he puts his own buffs on, so he's actually going to do more damage with Heaven. No, I think Phantom Touch is still the right way to go. Phantom Touch is always going to do some additional damage. All right, so let's go see if we can clear this floor. There we go. Yeah, that makes him a lot tankier too. I don't want to do that, and I want to kill Bellower because you're the most dangerous. I'll get that AoE back. There we go. Now you're actually doing some damage. That's actually nice. All right, let's try that one more time just to see if I can manage to make everyone through, and maybe not. We might be at the end of where I can do this with single stuff. All right, Man-Eater Dangerous. They're actually not that dangerous. Let's get the strengthen up because that actually reduces some damage I'm going to take. I wanted to attack you instead. That's fine. All right, so I can ignore you with everybody else. And now I can AoE. There we go. That is 33 stars. So that is 216 in Faction Wars, which is absolutely amazing. I did not expect to actually be knocking out Faction Wars stuff like this. Where is everybody in Faction Wars on this stuff? Actually, that's an interesting question. So Faction Wars, I was at 205, so I got 216, so that got me another 11. And that puts me even with Snackbox at 6. So that's not super exciting, but it's something. And again, I can get more of them because I can still do more with some of these factions as well. Because at some point in time, I need to build Croydon better. Well, some of it's just literally been like, like the one champion, Lamely or whatever else. It's literally a case I had a couple of food rares, and I decided just to throw some gear on one of them and build him up a little bit so he's tanky. And, if you got enough damage, you can carry some folks. My dwarf team was kind of fun last time. In fact, if you guys want to see well, I don't want to spoil up and showing you what happened with my dwarves will spoil the video for tomorrow. The video tomorrow is funny. Guys will get a kick out of the shard pulls. It'll be amusing. I did forget to ask for Pepsi for help because, I was in the middle of some other stuff, but, alrighty, so let's go check regular arena, and then I need to do a live arena or two. And then I can take a look at Sylvan Watchers for you, Dark Sword. Let's see where it says I'm in a Doom Tower. Doom Tower, Doom Tower, Doom Tower. There we go, rotation 2. Not picking me up. Should be. That's weird. Maybe I just didn't refresh. Alrighty. Nope, it still thinks I'm on normal 109. Maybe because it's still hard, whatever. So maybe that's why it's not showing up. That's fine though. Oh, the legendary book in live arena. Yeah, I have not. I never knew it was there, so I haven't seen it. My live arena has not been too. Lately, it's been sucky. It wasn't too bad for a while, but like, I mean, here's probably the problem here. For example, see this dude right here. I lost to him, and I knew I could lose, and I lost to him basically going into the fight. I looked at the fight, and he had like some +4 champions. It's like no, and so I backed out and then fought him again. And I've had it's so often you're getting the same people repeatedly. So Live Arena's been odd. All right, Faction Wars. Where is Faction Wars? Did that not update yet? Okay. No, it's updating sort of. So weird. I'll have to fight in Doom Tower again to get it to figure out stuff. It's not connecting for me anymore. I think I know why. In fact, why don't we just get out of those counts and that'll help. All right. So we take a geo. Yeah, I beat some of the non-bots sometimes, but it's really kind of hard to tell who's a bot and who's not, because there's times I thought, oh boy, this is a bot, and then they banned somebody in the middle of my order, and it's like, really? Okay. In fact, why don't I just restart the Hell Hades? Close that. I like to start it as admin. Well, I've had people ban the monkey if I've got Geo in the lead. So, I'm pretty sure they're not bots. I've been fighting an awful lot of not bots. This is probably a bot. And that means I don't want to deal with you. Nope, not a bot. Because they banned Alice. That's an interesting... See, I would have thought that would have been a bot. Just by some of the picks. Although the picks aren't bad. The Adeline pick to start with is weird. Oh, I'll bet I know what's going on. I'll bet as a real person, they do the Adeline pick first because the bots will ban Adeline and they don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, so we get that. Just do damage in general. The other way to know bots is bots will always do their thing at the exact same time. I couldn't quite take Ninja out. That's annoying. We'll be fine, but... Alrighty... Let's actually deal with you. Okay, you're dead. Yay! But yeah, I can lose 3 in a row and still not get a bot. It's very frustrating. And some of the bots accounts are actually built well enough that I struggle with them. But that was not a bot. But if I can get the chest, that chest has been so huge. I've gotten some good 6-star gear from that chest. Nope, I have fought the same person 3 times in a row and lost to him 3 times in a row after I've lost another match. So I lost 7 in a row yesterday. 7 in a row. And it was not because I was facing bots. No, I got the 2. I didn't even get to the energy after 9 fights, and I just said, screw it, I'm done. No, I did do the 10th fight, but I still lost 7 in a row. You're probably not a bot because no bot. You're not a bot. The bots are also lower and whatever. That said, Geo has been really effective in Arena. He's effectively a single target lockout. Interesting team. I'm not going to say bad because, if those are your best champions, like Fat Man's a good arena person. Miscreated Monster is very annoying early in arena. Yeah, I fought Hell Hades one day. That was fun. Ended up talking with him the next day in chat. That was cool. But okay, Foley's probably going away because that's. But yeah, I ran into HH's free to play, and it's probably the best live arena fight I've done. To be fair, I don't have to do Foley. I keep on worrying about Foley, but let's go with the extra HP actually. I think I've lost. I think I've fought this guy before. I don't know if I've lost to him or not. All right, who don't I want to take a turn? You actually. Yep, that makes sense. Go for Tagore. But I'm pretty sure I have won at this point in time. There we go. All right, bronze 3. Let's go. Fear me. Or, fear for me, I guess. But yeah, I have weird things that don't upload occasionally. Like for some reason, my normal Chimera keys never upload, even though I've run normal Chimera multiple times. There's the faction war stuff. Yeah, it hasn't updated those. Hey, Trax, how you doing? We're doing some late night studying, cramming slash, trying to get some extra points on the free to play. So I've been grinding up some stuff. How you doing? And we're doing the co-stream here on Twitch and on the YouTubes, so it's a little bit of both. This is not a bot either because you took a sill. That's annoying. That could be a guy timing out though. So here comes the Geo. Here comes the Tagore. Yeah, even the teams in Bronze 2 were wild. I had a team with 3 mythicals I had to deal with in Bronze 2. That was fun. I have beaten a team with mythicals in live arena, by the way. I suspect that literally somebody just bought a bunch of shards and pulled them and has no gear. But I have beat a team in. I don't want to pull you yet. I want to pull you. Weird. This looks like a bot account. Yep. This is a bot account. Okay. Oh yeah. And some of them have, +3 mythicals and they actually have gear on them and, and sometimes to be fair with the mythical, it doesn't matter. If they're already level 60 with bad gear, they're still better than some of the epics I'm using for arena, So all right. Slept my Ugo, huh? Is he relentless? I don't know what happened. Oh, that's right. He can steal turn meter. So, but I thought I locked him out with Alice. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. This is weird. This person is not acting quite like a bot. They're kind of acting like a bot, but not entirely. Okay, that's sheep to you. That's not the worst thing. We'll probably find out because if they're still, I mean, the fact that they're still in this fight and they've lost their nuker, they've lost the reviver, and all they have is Adeline and Skeletor. So yeah, those are the ones that I'll back out of almost instantly. Oh, that's actually most of the bots. Most of the bots are somebody playing a real account. Or that bot, but they take a real account that's been dead for a long time and just kind of throw it in live arena with AI controlling it. This isn't quite acting like the bots because usually the bots are they're very predictable on what they do, specifically with they'll always take 5 or 6 seconds before they do their thing, and it's like clockwork. You can literally just watch the thing go on the front. Not that you can see where I'm pointing, but they'll watch this thing that's up here go on the front. But hey, I've already got 3 wins, 3 of these in, so I'm gonna see if I can get as many of these as possible. Oh, what some people actually are doing is some people literally will just go into live arena and run it until they get their daily quest in, and they'll just auto it. So they'll hit live arena and just basically do it until they've got the win and then be done with it. And so it's not a bot, it's like the count goes full auto. But yeah, part of me wants to get Croydon up because I think that instead of Geo, I would move to using Croydon in Arena, but I really need to book him to do that. Yeah, like this is going to be painful. I mean, this is a person with a bot account most likely because if you're level 60 with Vizix, either you got really weirdly unlucky and pulled her, or you have purchased an account that's been sitting around for ages. But this person, yeah, because all the rest of these are just regular login champs too, and you just happen to have a Trunda. This screams like a bot account. And again, that's fine if that's what you want to do. Yeah, I will pass on Trunda. Thank you. No, this is a real person. As I said, it was a bot account, not a bot account necessarily. And I could be wrong. And if you're Redwood and you see me and on this and you did not buy this account, I apologize if that besmirches you. I don't not saying that with any malice. Yes, I actually want to have you burning. Now, if this is not a nuking UDK, he's in trouble. And he's about to be in trouble anyway. And that's why I like Geo, too, because that Geo Reflect can sometimes be really, really damaging. Hey, Whiskey Red, how you doing? Yeah, the time brackets are weird too. But yeah, during the week, this reset bracket tends to be a little bit harder. The other one that tends to be really hard though is actually the one right before this, because that's oftentimes like the late night for Europe, and still it's when people in the US are just getting off work. So you might get a lot of people from East Coast doing stuff too. But yeah, I mean, Deflector, it depends. Are you talking, if you're assuming you're in a later game account, it can be rough. On the other hand, if you play on Saturday, right after reset, it's one of the easiest times you'll ever hit. You know, Saturday night, Sunday night, whatever else. But yeah, this is kind of when the people that like Live Arena play Live Arena. And folks, do check out Tracks on Sundays too. He is running the Easy Raider account, which, by the way, is one of the most amusing themes I've seen in this stuff. I think that is absolutely awesome that you've done that. But he is struggling through the free-to-play stuff just as a lot of us are. So go check him out as well on the YouTube side. That is Tracks on Sundays. Yeah, you see, people that bring He-Man in are there are not bot accounts that bring He-Man in. There just aren't. So get rid of the Queen. And he is probably going to outspeed me and absolutely murderize me. But if he doesn't, I've got a shot. I've got a shot. You're telling me there's a chance. You are the most dangerous. And you're dead. Speed kills, chat. What do we got here? Those are trash. Those are trash as well. If those had speed, oh, not the boots. If the boots had speed on them, they wouldn't be worth anything. But if they had actual speed on them, they'd be worthwhile. So we are actually close to one of these chests. So let's go. And to be fair, my Ugo is like 230 now. My Ugo's actually kind of fast now. Oops. In fact, I'm not 100% sure I like the fact that my Ugo is actually faster than my Tagore, but that's fine because eventually Tagore is going to come out of my arena team at least and go into, and, you know, I'll have Haikatoon move into some of these. And that'll be nice too, because once I can put Haikatoon in instead of Tagore, I'll have two different speed leads I can use in here, which will generally make this so much easier. That's a Podreg. That's rude. I want a Podreg. Why can't I have a Podreg? Still got a bad monkey. But assuming he knows how to build Podreg, I'm probably screwed because Podreg should be super fast, and he's got a speed boost and an increased speed. And he does know how to build Podreg, so I'm probably screwed, which is fine. And I'm not even claiming anything about bought accounts or anything like that. Podrick was on the raid up during the 2x, what's it called? You're going to murderize me, so it doesn't matter. Can try that, though. Yep. I had a nice run. I had 5 in a row, so... La la. Or la. That's a Cupidus. I really hope you don't have a Venus. Although, to be fair, if you have a Venus, I've banned the Venus or the Cupidus. So not too bad. I may have to take a look and see if I can turn off a couple of my commands on Twitch, because like the YouTube link doesn't make any sense on YouTube because you're already watching me on YouTube. The Twitch link, so maybe a Twitch link there. Otherwise, it's not too bad. We'll sort it out. It's a work in progress, guys. Regardless, I appreciate you all hanging out, lurking around. It is awfully quiet, though. I miss music. Alrighty, so what do we got here? I think Alice is actually the most dangerous person on that team. That's a bot account. So they're going to... Nope, it's not a bot account because they wouldn't have gone with Haikatun as the lead. On the other hand, that may be something that knows enough about the game to realize that Geo is actually pretty good in Arena. And yep, that's fine. All right, we'll do one more. If I lose it, we'll go until I lose one more, and then we'll just stop. Or if I run out of tokens, either way. I just fought you. Darn you. That's fine. To be fair, I know to ban his Haikatun this time, because if I was outspeeding him last time, without his Haikatun, I will outspeed him this time, so... That often means that they're not really there, or that means that that doesn't mean they're a bot, but it just means that they're not... they may be AFK. Or sometimes there's just a lot of lag. Okay, so without the extra speed lead for Haikatun, I still go faster here, and then I get an increased speed here. And then I can drain turn meter of... Who do I don't want to deal with? You. Oh well. I chose poorly. But yeah, that's the problem. That is actually what's more frustrating. It's one thing to lose to somebody a couple times over the course of several fights, but this stupid back-to-back fights with people happens way too often. And that just is not fun in live arena. So let's find a regular. Oh, I hate Armands. These are so iffy as to whether or not I can even do anything in them. We're going to give it a try. Okay. My sheep outdid you. That was good. And I think you're going to get a turn, maybe? No. Armand's is just so busted. So busted. All right, folks, I'm going to run a quick ad and hit the restroom. I will be right back. Hey, Fluffies, how you doing? Roadblock, you're in charge. Alrighty, I'm back. Did you miss me? Yeah, at some point in time I'll be able to deal with Armands, but I need somebody that's a lot faster. Once you get somebody that's a lot faster, you can disrupt it, but I'm not quite there yet. And that honestly, that person was probably is just well built. So I need to put a defense in for this now. So real defense kind of down here. Let's see, who else do I want on defense? You're actually good in that team. Then that's right, you're decent in general, so that gives you a reviver on that team, and then you give some decreased defense and weaken on that team, and we're good. Okay. Doesn't have to be exciting, but it's a defense, which means I might not lose absolutely everything, so. Hey, Chars. That happens at 2 p.m. East or 2 p.m. U.S. Central Time, 8 p.m. UTC. So it's going to happen in 18 hours, I think, give or take. So that was part of what I am doing right now is I'm positioning myself for the content creator versions of those. And I'm curious if Hell Hades is going to actually have a stream around that time to go over some of them live or not. That'd be kind of interesting. I can actually deal with this. I just tried it and it worked. So I'm like, okay. Shogun's one of the few places I can't use Geo though, because Geo's passive doesn't work on Shogun. So that said, he still puts an HP burn up with a weaken, so it's not like it's the worst idea to throw him in there anyway, but he doesn't get the passive damage reduction. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to. I just tried it once, ran it, and it worked. And was like, okay. Actually, I think I may have actually had to break in to finish it because I think it was like it started melting down, and I managed to salvage it with manualing, but it's like, yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, I mean, it might be one of these things where maybe I should have waited a little bit and done some of that pushing tomorrow, but I also had a bunch of time and energy to do it today, and honestly, it helped me build my Ugo up a bit too because I ended up leveling Ugo up while I was doing all that stuff too. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it is really hard to build somebody specifically for Shogun, especially because Shogun's not one you. It's like the worst one to farm early on. Yeah, that's what I did. It's basically right around stage 15 is when it starts converting into getting more difficult. Alice being the enfeeble target is difficult, but the fact that she's got a 5-star blessing, the only reason it doesn't suck horribly. To be fair, I've got blessings on a couple of different champions. So I've got a blessing on my Ugo, I've got a blessing on my Kale. So that might be the reason I can actually get through stage 15. In fact, that likely is why I can get through stage 15. Let's give this a try, actually. Yeah, see, I managed to get the blessing going anyway because I also have a blessing on the monkey. So the monkey's blessing so I was still getting everything. Oh, that's right, because there's nothing on cooldown. But yeah, I mean, if you have another nuker, you could bring up the crit damage on. That would be an option. But yeah, I've got a Kale with 2-star, an Ugo with 1-star, Monkey with 1-star, and Tagore doesn't have anything, unfortunately. I would love a 1-star on Tagore or more, because that would actually be that much extra healing. I can just auto this. Alrighty. Oh, cool. You don't have Stone Skin on. I don't know why I assumed you were going to have Stone Skin. Oh, because I know why I assumed you were going to have Stone Skin on. Because of course you were going to have Stone Skin on, because you're Hefrak. But that's why I threw Geo on that team to do that. So, awesome. All right, I don't want you on this team. That'll work. I don't think a lot of people are going to rack up points off the Shogun. I think the Shogun is, and honestly, for people that are playing the slow grind free to play stuff, I don't think those people are going to push any dungeons specifically anyway. Because it was, well, I guess it wasn't a huge waste of energy because it is Dungeon Divers at least. So I got some value from it from that end, and I got some training out of it. But still, it was not. It was not like peak free to play performance type stuff. So. No, I honestly don't expect people to push much past like 15 anyway in Shogun, unless they get the right champions. We'll find out. But I don't expect anyone to get to 25 in Shogun or in Sand Devil. Yeah, I watched his video on that. He's got a Necmo Thar, though. So he has a speed lead that's reliably placing decreased speed and leech, and a reliable decrease attack on the A1 on top of the Taragi that so he also has built for it as well. So you've basically got a bunch of extra healing and decrease attack, and decrease attack is actually the reason. And I actually saw that run. Literally that run, the only reason he won was a mutual annihilation by Brimstone. So that's the only reason he even finished that floor. He was expecting to lose it, and he just happened to get the Brimstone proc. So yeah, it is not. Don't worry about Hell Hades getting there. I'm at Dragon 24, and I think I'm third. But Dragon 25 is not happening. It's just a little too rough from where I'm at right now, and I don't have decrease attack. And I know hard's not happening because hard I don't have any decrease attack, and I have block buffs, so I can prevent the increase attack, but if I can't get decrease attack, I'm still in trouble on the first dragon, possibly. I still am impressed that this is a full auto team on 20. It shouldn't be, because this is not a great team for Fire Knight, but it's 100%. It will be more reliable the moment I can get Geo booked, but he's still not booked yet fully. I don't have Geo in this team. Shame on me. I don't even know what this team is for. That's right, you were at Dragon 24 first. I just do it faster than you. Yeah, 24 being forced is kind of rough. I mean, Monkey and, for me, Geo kind of help, but it's killing everyone else too quickly. Okay, this is bad. All right, you guys got it. Okay, maybe they do. No. All right, let's try edit this team. Is this the... Don't know what this... Oh, this is my... I need to label these things. That's my Sand Devil team. Okay. That makes sense now. That makes sense when there's no Geo in that one. This is okay. This is one of the things I'm thinking. Perfect. Okay. So that's an Iron Twins. And what we can do, first of all, I want to swap you two. And are you programs to do what? Yeah, you're programmed to do whatever. That's fine. You're programs to not do that. That's perfect. I need you to do that. And then... Yeah, because this was the Force IT one. There. Okay, let's just try this. I mean, if you can push it, it's extra points. But at the same time, I'm trying not to... Yeah, that's the thing. I try generally not to pay too much attention to the... I mean, I like to pay them because obviously it's nice to see the leaderboards and be on the top of the leaderboards and all that fun stuff. The other thing I realized I was doing, and I finally said, no, this is dumb, is I'm at stage 20 on all the keeps, or at least all the keeps that are open right now. I should check. Am I on stage 20 on Force? If I'm not on stage 20 on Force, I can push up to stage 20. Let's do... Force Keep. I am not in the top 10 on that because I'm not on stage 20. So those don't count towards the monthly, though. So don't worry about those. I started worrying about them, and the part of that's because Hell Hades was worrying about Minotaur runs. And I looked at it, it's like, Minotaur doesn't count. That would be dumb. And I was right. It is dumb. And it doesn't count. Okay. I probably need to build my Flannan up a little bit better. Okay, now I can auto again. Flannan probably needs help. That's fine. He is a rare. As much as I'm tempted to 6-star him. Which one are you talking about? All right, so let's. I have energy somewhere else first before I do that. I do. Perfect. Yeah, if you're struggling there, then that's going to take you a while. Let's try go back here. And then I wanted to try this with Alice instead. Yes, that loses me an affinity, but Alice does a ton more damage, so. And she's got the protected brimstone, which can actually be super helpful. Yeah, this is already going a ton better. Well, I've had no problem with Alice for wave clear, but at the same time, Magnar can be either an assistant wave clear, much like Monkey can be, and can be a wave clear against Force very effectively too. Okay, so this worked. That's good. Let's just see if I can do stage 7. I'm not expecting a miracle. If not, we'll go back to stage 6 and just farm it. I probably should have pushed stage 7 or stage 8 on Spirit, but I'd already run my keys, and I was not going to spend 150 gems extra for keys to test out a higher than normal Iron Twins thing for maybe 5 points. And to be fair, I'm just trying to stay in the top 10 because there's the only bonus points are for number 1 and then 1 through 10, and then after that it drops off quite a bit. Oh yeah, you didn't go with the monkey, did you? So if you didn't go with the monkey, then yeah, Magnar's that much better. Like on my account, I would question Magnar because I've got 3-ish nukers if you count Kale as a nuker, and I've got Monkey for Spirit. So Magnar is interesting and certainly would help my demon spawn, but is not like I must build him or else. That seemed pretty safe. All right, let's see how stage 8 is. To be fair, finally having Ugo at 6 stars is probably helping a bit with this too, because that's a lot of extra heals that she does now. Yay, Brimstone. Ooh, Brimstone with things not on cooldown. Or things on cooldown. Brimstone is so helpful in Iron Twins. Okay. I have some Yinjerji, not here. That's brews. Brews are useful. Okay. All right, so grab that. I'll wait for that for a minute. Grab that. Okay, let's see if we can actually do stage 9. I am actually kind of curious now. Awesome. I love when he forces himself through and doesn't kick off the burns. And that sucked. I don't think we're winning this one, chat. Nope. I will take stage 8, though, especially if I can do this consistently. To be fair, I may try that one more time to see if I can manual it. And you might think, like, why would I manual Iron Twins? But I'm already not running his revive and shield on Iron Twins, for example, to prevent all the buff stuff from happening. Because when you do a bunch of buffs, his turn meter boosts. So I don't want the shields constantly happening, but occasionally throwing them out there could prove to be useful if I'm worried about him killing everybody. Plus, I can save Ugo's heals for when they're more critical than when they were. Well, I mean, that was actually a decent heal, but sometimes Ugo doesn't heal at the most appropriate time. That's fine. Oh, good. I got a heal right now. Okay, we actually have one at this point in time, because if he attacks me again, Geo's reflect damage should kill him, even if he doesn't. I die too, so we're in good shape. So I didn't even have to break in because nothing happened that wasn't going to happen anyway. So, all right. So let's go next. Manual this puppy. Let's go. Figures weak hit. Gonna save that increased speed because that's a buff. Can save this for a little bit of help. All right, this will be healing and the increased speed. That's worth it now. I was really hoping to have a decreased defense out at this point, but we're fine. Let's get the healing out because that's actually more important. That was good because that got rid of decreased defense almost exclusively, which is absolutely going to help us stay alive. And to be fair, actually not having decreased defense out helps a little bit with not necessarily having that. Healing. Now let's get decreased defense. That's fine. Now I want the shield out because I want to keep everyone alive. Would really like a brims. Thank you. And let's get a burnout 2. Alrighty. So, I targeted Ugo. Okay. That's fine. We'll just go back to stage 8. It's fine, chat. We're doing fine. Okay, it finally figured out my faction war stuff. That's good. It doesn't have me getting into hard Doom Tower yet, which is interesting. Although maybe it actually has counted that. Brimstone? No. Brimstone would have been really clutch. But we're not going to die, so that's good. And I am all for not dying as a team. That is by far the best raid Shadow Legend advice you can get. Don't die. And that was a bit of wasted energy overall, but you know what? We learned something. And to be fair, I know Force is one of the worst ones for me with this team. So I can try this team higher up on other stages as well and see what's going on. I appreciate it, Dark Sword. It's always good to chronicle this stuff for future generations. Alrighty. All right, so you said Grimm's account, Dark Sword? Very least, going for this epic book, I think is. Oh. Yeah, that's what he's asking. Yeah. I died. I'm not supposed to die on that floor. Ooh, okay, you wanted a 6-star. Yeah. Ruella is a great 6-star. So perfect. All right, let me go hop on Grimm's account. Do we have that stuff pinned? Yes, we do. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna hop on Grimm's account then for you. Or do you want to just try 6-starring Rilla and do it yourself? Why are we dying now? There's no dying in Raid. I just gave that advice. You're not supposed to die in Raid. Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, you'll certainly need to brew her up to at least like level 40 or 50, because that's around when you're going to start getting a lot of the extra strength. But simply getting a banner on her will get her some extra speed. Getting her ascended to 6 stars will probably give her some extra stats. Hey, no worries, Trax. Have a good one. And yeah, that'll probably help a ton. Alrighty. That's been purchased. I can grab that. Win 7 campaign battles. I can win some campaign battles. All right, so let's get back to actual food. Where is my food? Get in my belly. Get in my champions. There we go. That's what I want. Are those them? Okay. Those were the chickens I was probably working on, yes. Oh, did I just farm Nightmare Stage? I just tried farming Nightmare Stage 3, didn't I? Yes, I did. Pro streamer chat. To be fair, you shouldn't be farming 12-3 if you're farming Nightmare. You should be farming 12-6, but still. She did better than I thought, actually, so. But no, there is it's not for boots. You do it because 12-6 is actually easier to farm than 12-3 because especially for a magic affinity champion, there's a force affinity champion on 12-3 in Nightmare. But also because you get slightly, if you're going to farming Nightmare for experience, you might as well go all in for all the experience. Did I pull for Volk? It's the, it was, no, I didn't. I probably should have maybe pulled for this dude, but no, I did not pull for anybody. This is the dude I really want. Who's that dude? That's the dark elf one, isn't it? He's bad. 12-6 also, I think, has slightly lower stats, but it's slightly lower stats, slightly easier champions, and slightly more experience than 12-3 in Nightmare, or almost identical. You actually lose out on silver, strangely enough. The reason you farm 12-3 over 12-6 is the experience is almost identical, but shields sell for like twice as much as boots for some strange reason. So you actually make twice as much silver. And 12-3 is actually easier than 12-6 in Brutal. All right, send a piece of gear. Where? Oh, I remember what I can send. Speed. That, chat, is an absolute miracle. And these boots are going on nobody today because they're going on High Katoon tomorrow. Which is probably what I should do. What I probably should do is I should probably prep chickens to get High Katoon to at least 5-star and maybe 6-star. And the good news is I already have 3 5-star chickens and a 3-star chicken waiting. So that's good. Speaking of which, I should... I've got a bunch of you, so I guess I'm taking some of you guys. You, and you. Make a champion. Nah, we're all about the love here, not the hate. Craft resilience at the forge. That's usable. 5 silver keys in Doom Tower. Use a Demon Lord key. Win accessories from dungeon. Do 2 more of this. So I need energy at some point in time. We'll grab that one now. And I need speed gear. So as much as I don't like farming dragon when I can avoid it, I mean, Roadblock, I would love boots like that on my main account. Because those are just amazing boots. Did I show you the feral boots that I got that had the triple rolled into or double rolled into accuracy as well, and speed boots and feral? Gear, it's awesome. Yeah, so I'm kind of in a twist with this too. I need speed gear because I want to build a speed champion. And High Katoon doesn't really need accuracy. I mean, it doesn't hurt because she's got some debuffs you can land. But at the same time, pinpoint gear is close. And I'd rather farm for most of the other gear the other dungeon. But I'm farming dungeon level 24 here versus 18 in the other dungeon. So it's kind of... And this is triple speed right now. I don't know. I can in theory 4-key it pretty reliably, although I really prefer to have it on... I might be able to 3-key it if we could ever get it down to affinity, but we can't even get it down to affinity yet. And I also can't basically, once I can 1-key Brutal, I'll be worried a little more about what I can do to Nightmare. And I can't quite 1-key Brutal. I'm this close. Well, I'm actually not this close reliably either, so that's a problem. Yes. Yes, that single that the fact that the AoEs double hit almost double Geo's out damage output. Yep, which is why it's always been interesting because I don't like running my early keys because half the time in the early keys we haven't gotten anything to affinity, and it's kind of hit or miss because sometimes it's still the other problem with affinity though is of course if it's a bad affinity like if it's force, I lose out on damage from other champions as well. If it's magic, then the guy's going to constantly be stunning Geo, and then I lose out on a little bit of the cooldowns from Geo. Although, be fair, everyone else is strong against it, so the rest of the team lasts a bit longer. But then Geo gets dies, so that's a problem. Magic is honestly the best affinity for me, but it's been rare. It's been forced so many times lately when it's been what I've cared about. So, but yeah, Geo is one of these strange champions that is much better with affinity boss than he is with a non-affinity boss. If you can run an affinity boss, clan boss, and still, have a not have an issue with the tune, for example. Because that's always the problem is, do you have a problem with the tune if you're in spirit? But since mine's an untuned team, I don't care. So, I mean, it's still in speed set, so I'll probably keep it, especially because that's a 6-star chest piece. So, and that's 5-star speed boots. So this was still the right thing to run. It's not bad on Rathalos. Rathalos has one always AoE and one every other time AoE, which makes it reasonable on him. Generally, you'd prefer it on somebody that has 2 dedicated AoEs or is all AoEs, but Rathalos and Slayer is not bad. The problem is that it doesn't give you the ignore defense on a single target. The good news is that one of Rathalos' single target already ignores defense as well. And if you're not doing a full 6-piece Slayer or even a 4-piece Slayer, then it doesn't matter. Slayer's just good on any nuker. We'll run this one more time. Because I would like some speed gear with speed, please. I would really appreciate that. I've already got boots and I've already got gloves for my Haikatoon because I've got gloves with a flat stat that were 5 or 6 stars that double rolled into speed, which is fine. I'll live with that. And then obviously those boots that just ascended speed as well, which is going to be amazing. And yeah, she will help me take out the Fang Cleric or somebody else that's just not doing much in Arena to have that Haikatoon, which will make my 3v3 a lot better as well. And that'll give me a speed booster for Arena over Tagore. I mean, I like having Tagore in my Arena team because Tagore in my Arena team gives me some level of revival, which is always nice. But it'll be nice to get a more arena specialist champion into my arena team. Hey, Schizophia, how you doing? Yeah, Tagore and Ugo are fun. I've been enjoying using them on this challenge. So tired. Awesome. Yeah, your Carl is a lot of fun too, especially for Fire Knight early on. He's a good champion. He's obviously not like an N tier, top tier, but he is a very, very good, good champion. Hey, Cursed, how you doing? Chat, do check out Cursed. He is a fellow streamer as well, so give him some love. I need to get a few dailies done on my other accounts while I'm at it as well. Awesome. Second Newt is a huge game changer. Kaolite's interesting. I would not mind a Kaolite. He just seems like a fun champion to try. Even if he's not great, he seems just fun to try. And isn't this game a game about having fun, in theory? Interesting. Okay, that's fine. My alt is is number 2 in the champ training tourney, which is fine because I don't have the cat, so I don't care about the cat's soul. But I think the guy who has the cat, who has number 1, is worried about me because he has pushed himself way up there. Okay, I'm keeping that. Don't like it. Okay, I'm keeping that. I don't know about that one. All right, win 2 more campaign battles. Ready to see if our SL helper is back up. Probably not. Nope, not. Alrighty. Yay, mystery shards. I need more. So I think my goal is, and I'll probably try to do some of this tonight, is to make a little more food. As we look at the champion training, actually, this is not bad. I wouldn't mind being in second place because that gets me the legendary book. But honestly, I'm fine being in third place because this epic book is honestly worth a little more to me than the legendary book, just to get Geo's cooldowns down just a little bit. Because Geo is fully booked except for the 2 cooldowns on his A3. So every book I can get into that A3 is so huge. So if I can make sure I secure that, so yeah, I may push a little harder to make sure that I've got. All right, that's 4 of 5. That's fine. That's annoying. Actually, no, it's not bad. That's I was gonna say. I actually have exactly quests. Here we go. And I get a legendary book here, so I just do one more one more Demon Lord key, and we're good shape. So, and we're not going to get Nightmare down far enough. I see Fluffy is actually 3 keying it, which is nice, but he's got a Venus. Wow. Alrighty, so let's get going. I will watch this like a hawk because I do need to make sure that we actually hit the numbers we need to hit. Because I need to hit 9.6 million to get the first chest, and I'm always a little worried that maybe it won't happen. Probably shouldn't be at this point in time because I've got enough, tankiness built into these champions to where it's not an issue. Fine. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. We're on pace to generally stick around this, and I can get past turn 10. So if we can get to turn 12 with this pace, maybe turn 14, we should be fine. Appreciate the lurk. Sophia, that's right. That's how you pronounce your name. I remember now. Do, 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 do. Oh, I actually should finish up Iron Twins on this account. All right, 7.8, turn 10. That's good. But yeah, literally getting a 1-turn extra cooldown off of Geo's HP burns may be enough to allow me to 1-key Brutal, which means if I can 1-key Brutal and I can 1-key Hard, honestly, if I 1-key Brutal, I might throw 3 keys into Nightmare and see what I can do at some point. So, and we do have the extra key that I need to use soon. And there's so much RNG that it is really kind of hard to just tell what is. Yeah, we are doing a lot better than I expected. This is a new record. I think having Ugo at 6-star is helping a ton because she's bringing a lot. Oh yeah, she's bringing super chunky heals now that she's got a huge HP, so that makes some sense. And she's a lot faster than she used to be, so that helps quite a bit. Go, go, Ugo. Not too bad here. So well, you made it to the dragon. I couldn't even make it to the dragon on stage 25. All right, I want to take a screenshot of this, open an image editor, and I've got an extra key I need to use sooner rather than later. So I'm going to run an experiment. So Kale did 3.38 million. Or this 3.38 million. So let's go grab this clan boss key. Go into clan boss nightmare. Swap you out for Alice. To be fair, I could put Alice in the lead too, but I don't think I really want to. So let's go take a look and see how this works. Yeah, I could have interrupted it and try that strategy in general, but basically they were struggling through wave 1, and when they got to wave 2, it was so rough. It's like, this is not quite where we're at. Ooh, that's awesome. Just take a look at what her speed is right now, and then subtract exactly 10 speed off of it, or how 7 speed you get from the blessing, I think, right? Just take a screenshot of what her speed is right now, and then take off exactly that much speed once you put that blessing on her. Yeah, we are already way lower pacing than my Kale. To be fair though, my Kale is built differently. My Kale is an absolute beast of a nuker. So it's possible, yeah, we're missing out on this tremendously. I'm pretty sure. I'll let this go a little further. But yeah, we are way falling off the pace of damage on the other one. And a lot of it is War Master, really, because we're getting 800k War Master procs, or 80k War Master procs. Alice is not getting those War Master procs. And so, yes, she's doing 100 million in the damage, but she's not getting the War Master procs, and she's not doing the Poisons of Kale. So, all right. We'll exit that so I can get that key back. Yeah, but that's not going to make up for the 2 million damage I was short already. But yeah, you're right. Her A1 does do more damage than her A2 when it triple hits. You're right, it does. But yeah, it's not going to make up for it. Alrighty, so that's easy to. I don't need to save that screenshot. I can kill everything and get back into the play. All right, so what quests do I need to do here quickly? Fight in Classic Arena, win 7 campaign battles. Campaign battles are easy. Run 7 campaign battles on that too. Get that started. Phantom works well enough on Gnarlhorn. It's a little bit of extra damage for Shogun. Alrighty. First of all, let's go back into the arena. Hey, a team I can fight. But yeah, Phantom's probably the right one. Anything else? No, I could certainly try the UDK, but I don't want to spend that tonight. So yep. Yeah, he's solid for the Faction Wars. The biggest problem I have with him in Faction Wars is that he doesn't add any damage at all. He's simply a control. And even then, he's a control that if you have the unkillable hit the wrong time, it still doesn't help. So, but he's solid. And to be fair, if you just have to run a rare through Skinwalkers anyway, or through a faction, you could do worse than throwing him on your Skinwalkers team for that too. All right, now we can go to Nightmare and run correct team. Yeah, you see, I'm already outpacing the damage from that other team. To be fair, some of that I think too. Some of the issue too, I think too, is that in my team I already have Brimstone on the monkey, so I'm already getting Brimstone procs occasionally. So it's not like bringing Alice in is giving me Brimstone when I didn't have it beforehand. It's giving me slightly more chances to have Brimstone in general. And other than that, she's doing her normal damage. Now, if she had War Master on, she'd probably be okay. But I think Helm Smasher works better with the way I've got her built. And again, the only reason I went Helm Smasher is because I also got the Cat's Gaze on her. Without the Cat's Gaze, I would have probably gone War Master on her as well, even for Arena. We're doing pretty well in the pacing on this one, actually. Has not fallen off yet, really. Yeah, but at least, at least it's extra stats at the worst case scenario. Oh, the daggers are awesome. Daggers are like one of the best ones. Put those on your nukers, dude. At least they're among the best rares. That and the journal. Side note, if anybody actually needs a journal on their account, let me forge your relics for you. If you don't know, check out my CatHerder stream, the VOD on that on Twitch. I believe I pulled 9 journals out of 15 relics I forged. Maybe it was only 8. I did 5 in a row, though. But, dude, yeah, I would love more daggers on my account, actually. The Journal of Nectarodos. It's the one that provides increase on your turn meter boost and healing. Okay, our damage fell off the rate just a little bit, which is not too surprising because, between the stuns and occasionally people now dying and eventually not getting brimstone on all the time. Side note of which, guys, if you have not checked out the YouTubes, if you are confused about some of the relics, I did a, what did I call it? Trash or Treasure on the relics for the epics and the rares. I did not do basically the legendaries and mythicals are so rare and hard to get that you're going to keep them and those are keeps regardless and you're going to make use out of them. But the rares and the epics are certainly the ones that you might question whether or not you want to keep a bunch of them. So it is a slower video, but it's literally one where I go over every single one of those. I did do a few interesting editing tricks on that one finally, so hopefully, and to be fair, some of that was because I realized that I was sitting in front of every single one of these descriptions for the entire video, so I figured a way to get those to pop out in the screen so you guys can see them. But hey, live and learn, right? Hey, 14.32. That is a new record for me. So that's even more points. That's a 3-key. That is a 3-key nightmare team, actually. So if I can 1-key brutal and 3-key nightmare, I will be super happy. But we need to start taking down nightmare as a clan. I just use a tool to grab a screenshot. Nice and easy. And then I rip it out using other art tools I have. So Oh, I had energy there. That's nice to know. Yeah, I just have Green Shot installed, which lets me grab things easily. All right, so what do we have left? Oh, that's right. We do have that and that. That's good. And then I just need to do 5 silver teas, and then I can do that. And I don't have to do them the second, so that's fine. We are, however, going to upgrade Alice's stuff. One more book, and she is fully booked. And to be fair, I don't necessarily this because of her weird resets. I don't have to book this one as much, but it's nice. It's that much more likely to actually be off cooldown. So. And we've done everything but that. Perfect. That is what we're trying to do. Ah, okay. I think I forgot there's a way in some games to get rid of some of the other stuff, and I forgot how to do it. I thought you actually could do it with here. No. I thought there was a key to see that. But yeah, I just, you can grab them from this stuff too, so. To be fair, you could also just map a print screen to like a mouse button and then just use a mouse button. That's also easier. Or even just your other hand, right? Because you do have 2 hands. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Yeah, my hands are almost big enough to press the Windows key and the print screen key at the same time. But yeah. If you're using an arena, then probably. If you're not using her in arena, then Slayer is great on Eric's. Oh, that's fine. Don't really need that. I am annoyed though because I was so close to. Oh, then I got to play hold for the one. I mean, pretty big. I mean, I can get to F11 from Windows key. I'm 6'4". So, to be fair, I may have a smaller keyboard too. I've got one of these, nice wireless custom keyboards with all the mechanical switches and all the fun stuff. That, and I spent an awful lot of time with this hand playing fake guitar, so that helps a lot too. Alrighty. So, which one do I want to do? Do I want some dragon while 3x speed is running, or do I want a little more of this? Not this dungeon. Yeah, that is that dungeon. I can get some of these rewards, but this isn't that exciting. This is okay, and this is going to take a while. Well, let's just take a look. Let's go. Let's just see. Okay, 19, 19 I think was sketchy, so let's not fight with 19. Yeah, that's much less sketchy. Uh, uh, did register 19. Okay, so it's just not registering. Okay, I need to get out of these two because I need to fix everything else. Hello, Kylie. How to build Volcanos? Honestly, super slow in Stone Skin with enough accuracy to land stuff if you need it. Probably maybe resistance to keep the Stone Skin on, honestly. But I think he's actually build another one like a UDK type thing. You could certainly build him as a nuker if you want to, because he certainly smacks pretty hard. But if you build him stupid slow for arena, your enemy will literally just kill itself trying to get through to him in the first place as an option. So, but yeah, Otherwise, Stone Skin, you don't need to worry about speed too much, and then go for damage probably. Yeah, damage is probably still good because he can absolutely positively nuke if you get enough burns out there too. So that's probably how I would do it, Bobby. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yep, that's worth keeping on this account. That's worth keeping on this account. That was 32 points for 18 energy. So it's a lot of energy to get up to some of these things then. So yeah, let's just go find him quickly. Volcanos. All right. So what's the passive here? Each time HP burn debuffs attack activates an enemy, this champion gains 5% ignore defense, stacks up to 100%. So yeah, he doesn't actually need the ignore defense either. So literally just build him in Stone Skin to nuke. He doesn't need your lethal or your savage because he's already going to do a ton of damage because he's already going to ignore some defense. I thought he had a way to do that in there. That's right. And this could be an AoE, can't it? Or this, that's right. This ignores things like Stone Skin's unkillable ally protection blocks. But yeah, literally the best way to deal with him is, basically hope he's going to place all these burns and constantly activate them. And as he activates them, he slowly but surely grows the ability to do more damage. And then he'll probably just attack with this A2. So yeah, high accuracy, fairly slow in Stone Skin and crit and damage. That'd probably be a lot of fun for him. All right, so do I want to invest a bunch in that, or do I want to invest in speed gear? That's really I've got an extra day on the speed gear and the stone. That's easy then. Okay, we're moving in here. I want to run this at least 2 more times before I kind of auto it for a bit, but yeah, I may dump a bunch of energy into this dungeon right now. It's either that or I do some champion training, which we were talking about, because I can certainly build a couple of 4-star chickens for Haikatoon and get her to 5 stars really quickly, and maybe even 6 stars. But some of that stuff will happen tomorrow, and I do need to get dailies in, and I need to sleep. I have not been sleeping for a while because I've been so busy. Some of that with the free-to-play stuff. Some of that's just I've been having some other stuff going on. Been very, very busy, but appreciate you guys hanging out. It has been an awesome, awesome stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Jorge, for all of those donations. I don't recall if we had any subs or not, but I do appreciate you guys. We will be doing CatHerder. I will have music sorted out so that we will at least have music on Twitch. And if I can't sort the music out on YouTube, we will probably not be broadcasting on YouTube. So that will be a CatHerder only on Twitch. But do check it out. CatHerder is a lot of fun. CatHerder is the day that I do the free takeovers. And I can tell you that the queue for the free takeovers is probably only going to be active on Twitch. So the best experience will be on Twitch, even though, YouTube can certainly be fun. Appreciate you guys hanging out. It has been an amazing stream, though. It's always fun talking with you guys, talking with fellow content creators, talking with the folks that are cheering me on, and honestly, just talking raid. It's kind of nice to just kind of hang out, chill, and talk raid with friends. Because, you know what? What's gaming if you're not gaming with friends? So let's go raid Mr. Carnage. Because he is an awesome, awesome dude. Did that work right? That probably didn't work right. No, that did not work right. There we go. So, and I'll also figure out how to get the super chats working in here as well. So I will probably powwow with Dark Sword at some point in time tomorrow if he's got some time. But again, appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome and amazing. Just keep on being such an amazing community. I love you guys, and I appreciate all the support. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you all on CatHerder. Bye.